Hello and welcome to Step 1 of Element 2, your emotional sales triggers. In Step 1, your content framework revolves around a set of questions that help us to create your content faster and avoid making any unnecessary mistakes. And more importantly, it helps you to feel a lot less overwhelmed by not having to create all of this content on your own. The hard work has already been done for you, and by this stage of your sales funnel customization, we would have created your unique scripting structure that will convert your cold sales leads into buying customers. And once you populate your lead magnet and your lead magnet customer journey with your customized content, your sales funnel will deliver the right content to the right sales lead based on the solution that they're searching for. We start with the first section, that is the emotional sales triggers. These triggers help to convert your sales leads into buying clients and then into brand ambassadors. The majority of your sales leads will be skeptical of any claims you make about your product or service, especially in this modern marketing environment that is oversaturated with hyped up marketing messages. In fact, when your sales leads are faced with a good offer, just like most of us, they think, okay, all right, what's the catch? As our access to information increases, we've become hardened to all these marketing messages and have developed an understanding of how businesses try to get us to spend our hard-earned money. Attracting new sales leads and then getting them to buy your product or service is becoming harder and harder every single year. The art of persuasion can be very elusive. This is especially true when you're trying to create a digital marketing strategy for your sales leads. So, you need to make sure that your product or service messaging is laser focused on just one thing. You need to be seen as an authority in your field of expertise, and you need to be seen as having one product or service that provides a solution to one specific problem. Even if your product or service does many things and offers a solution to a variety of different problems, the content at the front of your sales funnel needs to be centered around one thing. Otherwise, your sales leads will become overwhelmed with all these different sorts of messages, and as a result, won't sign up and enter into your sales funnel. Which means you need to connect your one thing product or service messaging to one problem that the majority of your sales leads are experiencing and the one solution that they're searching for. This is only achievable if you know exactly who your ideal client is and exactly what pain they're experiencing and exactly what solution they're searching for. Once you know your one thing product or service and the ideal client you want to convert into profitable sales, it's time to persuade them and tap into their emotional states. In other words, you need emotional sales triggers to get through to them. Now, the main reason why the majority of digital marketing strategies fail to convert is because they end up doing what everyone else is doing, the same things as everyone else. They conform to the established trends in their respective industries and follow best practices, which ultimately means they end up blending in with the crowd and stop being seen by their targeted sales leads. They do this despite scientific evidence that novelty is something that people are attracted towards. The science says that the region of our brains that's responsible for the regulation of the happiness hormone, dopamine, responds more to novelty than familiarity. The same region, incidentally, is also responsible for motivation as well. So there is an undeniable connection between novelty and reward for your sales leads. Which is why the emotional sales triggers that we apply to your content requires considerable marketing acumen. To maximize the impact of novelty, the Growth Funnel Journey delivers new content at regular intervals. Similar to Apple, who release a new iPhone at regular intervals year after year. We make sure to deliver new content at regular intervals week after week. So every time a new sales lead enters into your sales funnel, they will be contacted by you on a consistent basis with specific content that is focused on building trust, authority, and building long-term relationships that turn into profitable sales. When it comes to your emotional sales triggers and your content, every time your sales leads click on one of your call to action links, there's an internal combustion of emotions, physiology, and hardwired instincts that are tempered just slightly by their rational thinking. Tapping into these factors is critical to maximizing the total numbers of sales leads that transform into your ideal buying clients. But harnessing them for your business isn't as simple as just creating random content or trying to use attention-grabbing headlines. It calls for specific focused content that is focused on what your sales leads deeply care about and what they're searching for, so it builds a customer journey that satisfies their desires. The answers that you provide us with from your 2 different questionnaires will allow us to create this kind of content for your sales leads rather than just random content that's being forced onto your sales leads. Eventually, this builds trust, authority, and long-lasting relationships that are the key to a high customer lifetime value and a thriving online marketing strategy. So let's jump into the first questionnaire and get an idea of why it's necessary to split your product or service into sections and topics. See you in the next video.